Here's the thing nobody tells you about patterns. Everyone else can see yours. Your friends see it, your family sees it, but you're convinced this time is different. I know because I did this for 40 years. Same negative thoughts, just a different trigger. Same relationship dynamic, just a different name. Same work environment, just a different company. And every single time, I truly believed it was going to be different. I'd tell myself, this person is nothing like the last one. This job is better than the old one. But here's what I couldn't see. The situation changed, but I didn't. The names changed, the faces changed, the locations changed, but the loop stayed exactly the same. And the wildest part, everyone around me could see it. They tried to tell me, but I didn't want to hear it. I couldn't hear it because from where I was standing, inside the loop, it all looked brand new. It took me losing everything, and I mean everything, for like the 10th time to finally get it, for it finally to sink in. It wasn't them, it wasn't the job, it wasn't bad luck or bad timing, it was me. I was the common denominator in every single situation that kept falling apart. And look, that's a hard pill to swallow. It was for me because it is so much easier to blame the other person, the company, the circumstances. But here's the shift. Once I finally saw the pattern, once I could actually name it and own it, that's when things started to change. Not before, because you can't break a pattern you don't even know you're running. And you can't see a pattern from inside of it. So why does this happen? Why can everyone else see your loop except you? Because you're living it. You're in it. When you're inside the frame, you can't see the whole picture. You're too close. You're focused on the details, what he said, what she did, what went wrong this time. But the pattern is bigger than any one situation. It's the thread that connects all of them. And you need distance to see that thread. That's why your friends can spot it in 2 seconds. They're not emotionally tangled in it. They're not defending it or explaining it away. They can see the loop because they're outside of it. But you need someone to interrupt the spin long enough for you to step back and see what's actually been happening. Not someone to tell you what to do. Not someone to fix it for you. Someone to ask you the questions you haven't been able to ask yourself. Someone to show you the pattern so you can finally break it. Because here's what's on the other side of that pattern. Freedom. Actual, real freedom to make different choices, to show up differently, to stop running the same loop and wondering why nothing ever changes. And for me, once I could finally see my patterns, the way I picked partners, the way I showed up at work, the way I talked to myself, everything shifted. Not overnight, but it shifted. I stopped attracting the same type of person. I stopped ending up in the same toxic work environments. I stopped tearing myself apart with the same negative thoughts. And that's when I met my partner, Cam. That's when things actually started working. Not because the world changed, but because I did. So if you're sitting here thinking, I keep ending up in the same place and I don't know why, or if people in your life keep trying to tell you something and you're not ready to hear it, that's exactly what my pattern breakthrough session is for. It's 60 minutes where I ask you the questions you haven't been able to ask yourself, where we interrupt the loop long enough for you to see the pattern that's been running your life. Not so I can tell you what to do, but so you can finally see what's been invisible from the inside. The link to book is in the description, comments, and in my bio. And if this resonated with you, drop a comment and share it with someone you love. And I'll see you in the next video.